Do you ever have people point things out to you and you don't really hear it, but then somebody else says something later and you kind of write that off too, and then when the third person says something, you go, maybe there really is something there. It was pointed out to me recently that I do not accept things graciously. I've always been a giver, and when it's been something that people are contributing to me, I always felt like it was a negative. Like I didn't want to be a charity case, or I didn't want to be the person who needed anything. I always wanted to be independent and resourceful, and that was this identity that I created where I had to be a certain way. Even so much that somebody would buy me a tea and I would be not even consciously in the conversation with them because I would be thinking about, well, I've got to get money out for them to give it back, or I've got to do something because heaven forbid somebody goes and contributes something to me, right? And it's become increasingly more obvious to me as I go through my life. The funny thing is that I teach law of attraction, and I've attracted the most amazing things and people into my life. And then there was a block there for me. There was a big block for me financially or for resources. I would not seem to accept things that others would provide. Even when I would sell things, I would sell them for a discount, or I would give them away usually. And I would not recommend that to people. But it really came from this perception that I had where I had to be independent and give and give and give. So what is interesting about this is that I've really got this clear lesson now on how to ask and allow contributions. Really, this is really where I'm working right now, is allowing people to contribute to me and accepting it and recognizing that I don't just love it, but I'm worth it. I did know that I was worth it before, but then I still had this fierce need to be independent and not the person who would need to be accepting anything from anybody, which is really kind of a silly story. So I'm just curious, what is your story? What is it that has you hold back from either giving or receiving? Like, what is it that stops you from necessarily being the person that you want to be in regards to the flow of energy and things in life? Like, it could be the same for love. It could be the same for anything in your life, really. Like, when it comes to love with me, I am so abundantly filled with love that I can't go places and not feel like I want to give love. It's just so natural, right? And again, when it comes to receiving, I feel like I have to stop the flow of people giving me love sometimes because I just have not gotten that, the hang of it. I guess I'm still learning. And I think that's how we are in life as we go through life, probably for our entire life, is we're still learning things. So I'm just curious where you are in that, whether it's easy for you to give or receive, and what it is that you may be having that block with your flow with. Because it's super amazing, and when you can actually just recognize that people want to contribute to you and appreciate it, it is so beautiful. Like, the peace and freedom that I feel now that I'm accepting the contributions from others is just unbelievable. And if I can help anybody else feel that joy and peace and freedom, I'll do that. So it's great. Thank you so much.